Hello everyone, this is breaking news of Veveku. I don't know why this time I say of Veveku. I just begin to laugh because it's always one funny thing or the other. Hey, of Veveku. Yes, so the breaking news, let me read it. Tinubu begins annual leave, travels to UK. Yes, that's the breaking news. Today, 2nd of October, Tinubu has started his annual leave. Ask me, which work was he doing before that he said annual leave? This is someone that had been that had been all over the place other than Nigeria. Remember a few times ago, people had to be asking, where is Tinubu? Where is Tinubu? When he went to, was it Saudi Arabia? From Saudi Arabia, his mates and everybody got back to where they were going. Nobody knew where Tinubu was. And then there was another event again that happened, whether it's the one again in China or something like that. You know, all his contemporaries, his colleagues, that they all went there together. Everybody had gotten to their places of abode, but Tinubu was nowhere to be found. He was in short, people didn't know where he was until when he now came to Maiduguri to come and see the people who had that flood victim. This is someone that has been away. I think, what did they call it? The other, is it they call it staycation? What did they even say he was going to do? Is it work holiday or something like that in France, in Kiniko? And then the other one, as I even did a video where I had asked where is Tinubu, and then it now surfaced where they said they saw him in a hospital or something. I'm like, trust those people. There's one thing or the other that they are cooking and trying to deflect people's attention to the fact that, oh, he's in a hospital. As far as I'm concerned, that whole hospital move was a deliberate attempt, maybe to make people think that there's some fragility or it's fragile, there's something going on, just like what they did, during the campaign when they tried to portray him as someone who wasn't feeling fine, who was sick, and there were some people who actually fell for that, and because of that, voting for him, thinking that another Yaradua phenomenon will happen, and probably this present running mate, his then running mate would his running mate we get it. But anyway, let me come to what Premium Times is reporting. It says President Tinubu, definitely not my president, will use the 2 weeks as a working vacation and a retreat to reflect on his administration's economic reforms. Bola Ahmed Tinubu will depart Abuja today for the United Kingdom to begin a 2-week vacation, part of his yearly leave. He will use the 2 weeks as a working vacation and a retreat to reflect on his administration's economic reforms. He will return to the country after the leave expires. And this is Bayo Onanuga, Special Advisor to the President, Information and Strategy, reporting this October 2nd, 2024. So now you have Bayo Onanuga. He has all the room to himself, reporting everything. He doesn't have a jury in Gelale where they used to have all of those back and forth fights that they normally would have before. But hey, this is what we have currently right now. To on a more serious note, in terms of where we are as a country, with all of the problems that are happening in Nigeria, Tinubu can disappear at any time he comes back. Okay, this one has even deemed it fit to say it's a holiday, a leave that he's taking. He disappears, you see him, he comes when he wants to. What is it that Tinubu has really been doing? What work has he been doing? Yeah, I'm asking. Ask yourself, what work has he been doing, and what impact that work has been felt. But hey, what we have right now is a situation whereby so-called, this is an illegitimate president anyway. We say he's going on holiday, not to any part of Nigeria, not to Ota, like the way Obasanjo used to do, not to Daura, not to whatever, not to Lagos, Bodilo, wherever it is that he says he's from, but to London. And I saw in the tweet, I'm going to look at some of the comments, that people had made. There were some of the comments that people had made that if UK didn't have 24/7 electricity, would he jump on it and go to UK? Yes, I mean, as an individual, you have a right to do what you want to do. And that's, for me, one of the reasons why up till now I've not been interested in public office or running for office or anything, because like I always say to people, I love my freedom. I love the freedom of just picking up my bag I travel to whatever country I want to go to, except if they are not ready to give me visa, if they are doing anyhow with their visa, I change direction and look for another country. So I go there a lot. I do stay in UK a lot, but that's me in my individual capacity. But as a public servant, and most especially where you're going to be using money of the public to fund this trip, why should anybody be going? If you say you're the president of Nigeria, then you're going elsewhere, that Nigeria will be the one funding. Sometimes they will travel with presidential jet. We've seen that Buhari do that a lot. You travel with presidential jet, these jets are there, Nigeria is paying for everything every day, and it's at the cost of taxpayers. If you're going to do holiday, you should be doing holiday on your own expenses, on your own private funding, not public funding, not the funding by the people. And you see these people who ordinarily do not care to give Nigeria the best. We go to places where the best is available for even someone who doesn't have, how do I call it, who doesn't have some high profile job. Just having your basic job, whether you are a waiter in a particular place, you can still be able to manage and pay your bills and have a decent life, which is unlike what we have in Nigeria, where if you want to have a decent life, then you must have a lot of money. That's what we've been reduced to. That's not the way it's supposed to be. But these people get into office, some of them rig their way into office the way Tinubu has rigged his way into office, and instead of them sitting down and even say, let them give that good governance, they never bother about that. It is always about their own self-interest. And you've seen a lot now, like the budget that is being brought out, and you give it to budget, this organization called Budget, that has been showing us a lot of what do you call this thing now, addition that they have done to budget. You're seeing the things you're saying is so unbelievable. Organizations that have no business with certain things, they will just put money there and say this is the money that will be used for this thing, and at the end they just go back and they are the ones that will collect the contract, and then the money just goes. Meanwhile, Nigerians are suffering, Nigerians are crying, Nigerians are out there. But anyway, Tinubu that has not been working, who has not done anything, that has been jumping up and down, using your money to jump up and down, jala, travel from one place to the other, has come out to say that he's going on a leave starting today. And by the way, one of the things that I don't even know whether he had, in the process that he's going on this leave, whether he has transmitted power to the so-called the illegitimate vice president, because normally you're supposed to transmit power, but most of the things that are being done these days, that these people, they don't do that, so they would rather take the time, maybe they will stay a little below the time that they the constitution requires that they must transmit that power. Then if they don't, they will keep extending it. But hey, I just said let me come and do this amebo for you people. Bye bye.